Hi, Naya. I just finished my class, so here I am. Let me share the screen. Um, to create an automation on MailChimp, I couldn't get a hold of my clients, so I created a fictitious account and put some things together. But basically, you log into MailChimp, you go here on the left side, you go to automations. By default, you are on overview. That's fine because you could either build from scratch or choose a pre-built journey. MailChimp comes with a few pre-built journeys that are really interesting, but I think for you to understand how this works, better to just build from scratch. So I'm going to build from scratch. And not doing anything takes a little time. Then we're going to give a name to this contacts journey, because this is a journey we're going to take people who click on your sign up on your website, which is, by the way, already integrated with MailChimp. So I'm going to call this Naya's welcome email automation number 2, because I was doing a test. Okay. And I'm going to start building. And the first thing that happens is this. So contact is added when, and we need to choose what happens. Well, we need to choose the starting point. And our starting point, there's a few things here. There's birthday. Of course, you can identify people's birthdays because you may have that when you collect your contacts, right? You have shopping activity, you have even ways to identify when people then abandon carts, etc., which could be with integrations with Shopify. The cart abandonment could be interesting for your human reformer products, right? Anyway, so there's a lot of possibilities here, but let's focus on the contact activity and the sign up for email. This is kind of like the most standard, right? Welcome new signups, introduce your brand, turn new contacts into new customers. Let's click there. And this happens when I click there, automatically it says, okay, contact signs up to Naya test, which is the name of this that I named it. What do I want? What is my journey point, right? And I can say include imported contacts. Contacts you've added to your audience can also enter through this starting point. I'm going to say yes, save starting point. So contacts signs up through your website, they come here. And what do I want to do with these people who have signed up? I want to send them an email, as you said. So I'm sorry, it was too quick here. So I just click on add a journey point, and then I click on the action, send an email. This email, of course, you should edit who it comes from, and definitely I'm not going to touch the email because it was a test email and I want this to work. But basically, you should definitely change your welcome. Glad you decided to join us. This would be like your subject should be short, right? And we pretty much done here. And I'm going to select a template. Okay, I could have done my email before, but I'm going to select a template. And these are the templates. Some are very general, some are paid only, right? I'm going to go here with the minimal style. I'm going to do this and immediately here replace with your own logo that I meantime uploaded. So I'm going to insert it. So your new logo, this would be like a welcome message, right? And then you told me that you would want people to, guide them to your website and list your offerings. So I'm just going to replace here with something like this. That of course you could line as you want. Anyway, here you could add a product. I'm going to do this human reformer thing here that I found somewhere. This is one of those ladies who say that, they're more focused on the women than on the actual things they say. Anyway, and here the button text could be visit our new human reform section, something like that. This link could go directly to your page, whatever, right? Could be go to your podcast, could go to your YouTube channel. In fact, I have an idea here, so visit our YouTube channel. You'll see why I'm doing this. Okay, YouTube channel. So after I'm done, I'm happy with it. By the way, you should really take a few, I would say a couple of days really coming up to craft this email because it's really important, right? Once you're really satisfied with what you have, your, you would save and return to journey up here. Okay, so we're back to the journey now. And so far what we have is that once they sign up on your website, they get this email, right? And that's very much what you told me you wanted, but there's a lot of things we can do from here. One thing that's very interesting is before you send that email, you can add a journey point where you tag, where is it? Tag these people you're going to tag with the tag, for instance, welcome. Okay? We're going to add the tag. So what this means is that everybody who gets into your website through the sign up is going to have the tag welcome. Maybe we should even say welcome to website. By the way, nobody sees this but you. So you know that these are the people that you welcome through your sign up on your website, okay? Because you do see here other starting points. You could now have people that start from your Facebook business page, or you told me you were not a very social media person, but some other type of a landing page or any other option there. You could have a different starting point, right? But continuing here, you're going to tag people with the welcome website. This is for you, not for them, and for the system, of course. You send them an email, kind of a welcome, and sending them some information. And then you can add another thing, like let's put a time delay of 2 days, 3 days. Okay, so 3 days, they got that email, and then 3 days after, you going to send another email, okay? And that's why I was saving that human reformer thing. So here, want to know more about the human reformer? This is probably not the second email, but you get my drift. Of course, here we need to change the one inside for something else. Anyway, so this would be the subject, and now we select a new template. And I'm just going to choose that minimal again. And I'm going to replace this logo that shows up by default. Here, I'm just going to remove it. Okay. And here, all about the human reformer. Again, very silly text. Okay. And here you would introduce an image. I think I put something. No, I don't want to upload. I already have it. Something that I found about the human reform. Okay, here we go. So here you would have an image of something to do with the human reformer. So this is the email about the human reformer that I would really love to change the text, the title. Anyway, I'm gonna save and as a template, and I'm gonna name this template the human reform. So I did something different here. The first one I just saved and returned to journey. This one I'm saving as a template so I can name it. You'll see why. Okay, I'm going to return to the campaign. So I'm not doing anything here. Oh, actually, I do need to save and return to journey. Okay, and I'm not doing anything here. Okay, and now let's see. So the person signs up, they are tagged as people who are welcome through the website. Then they get that email, right? Well, then immediately they get the email, first email. Then after 3 days after, they get another email, right? And this email will be this that we just did. So it will be about the human reformer, right? And now I'm going to add a journey point. So at this point, I have maybe people who have opened both your emails and people who have not opened anything. So that's when we're going to use that if then that you were asking me about, to if else. So I'm going to add an if else here. Okay, and I didn't do anything, it automatically did that you saw. And my if else, you have a lot of stuff to choose from. I recommend you go all the way down to where you see email, engagement, interaction, okay, SMS engagement. I'm going to ask email interaction because what I want is for everybody who actually clicked on the on one of these, I think it was the welcome email. So the ones who clicked on the welcome email and not, and let's go down to the email interaction, and also clicked on the thing we called something else that now I can't see. Okay, let's call it one of the email contacts from your journey, from the customer journey. I don't know what happened to the human reformer template, but anyway, so who clicked on those two emails that we wrote, one and the other. So these people are so interested that they click on both. We in this case, we are going to, I don't want anything else. So in this case, I'm going to use this segment. By default, I have used segment. And what I'm going to do with this is that I want to tag these people as really interested people, because I could have just interested for those who clicked on one of the two emails I sent. But these are really interested because they click on both. I'm going to save this. And then on these ones, I'm going to say unsubscribe them. They haven't clicked on anything. They have not clicked on any of those emails. Maybe it would be too soon on the process to unsubscribe them, but just so you see how the if else works, right? You have to predict the situation for the yeses. In this case, we said those that clicked on one and clicked on the other email as well. Okay, and we tag them really interested, and then we could continue. We could now send them an email where you would invite them to become members, because these are people that are really interested. And this is way too soon to unsubscribe people who did not open two emails, but just to, you see the point, the yes or no. I think I would leave it here. I think two very important things is for you to build the templates of all the emails, at least two. The welcome with all that information you want to include, and then another one that you'd send 3 days later. And you can send that one only to the people who opened the first, right? Or to everybody, those who opened the first and those who have not opened the first and may open the second one, okay? So start with those templates, and then you can always build on the customer, this customer journey, right? So consider what type of tag you're going to tag these segments of your audience, because you really want to know, okay, who came through my website? These are the welcomes through my website. And you really want to tag the people who have been opening all your emails, clicking on all your emails. Clicking means actually to go from your email to somewhere on the website where you sent them. There's open email and there's click through, right? So they are really interested. So you should definitely continue maybe 1 day later, maybe 1 week later, with the website, with the email that invites them to become members of your services, right? Anyway, Naya, I'll leave it here for now. I would suggest that on our next meeting, when I'm a little more awake and feeling better, I would love to see a little customer journey that you came up with. You can even present it to me as a Word document or something, just because it's important to just not like fill this in as we go, but to actually think, okay, what do I want here to happen? If people sign up through the website, I want to tag them, I want to send them what email, and then I want to send them how many days later another one, and what should that email be about. And then if people actually clicked on both or open both emails, how do I want to tag them, and do I want to do with them, and when do I unsubscribe somebody who has not clicked on any of my 5 emails, something like that. So it's actually better to have a diagram like this before we do it on MailChimp. I hope that was helpful. Gonna stop to share. And yes, that's what I would suggest, that you really work on those 2 templates, at least the welcome and the one that follows up 3 days later would be a good time. And I would look through them with you on our next session. Okay. Thank you for your patience this morning. This afternoon, I think, was totally out of it. Bye, Naya.